afternoon, everybody. How are we doing? Happy Monday to you all. Hopefully the week 4.7 starts rolling through the waves. I wouldn't be surprised if today, in fact, it goes to wave 1, all being well this evening. We'll see. Anyway, let me click some buttons. Beep boop. Beep boop. Beep. Beep. There we are. 07, and welcome. Let's see who's here first and foremost. Firstly, Sandman, apologies. I have completely forgotten about doing the bot thing. So I still need to do it, and I will try to remember to get it done sometime this week so that we're back with the bot. But we'll definitely have to find a different one anyway. So I'll see if I can recover those commands, and then we can start building on a new one. I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to pick a bot, pick one, because you will have more idea about which ones are good and which ones are bad. And we'll just go with that, because I think, you know, I have no idea what's out there. Anyway, Sandman, Sparta, Lazo, JJ, Shield, Volta, 07. Are we in a movie theatre? It's always a movie theatre when I'm streaming, right? Right? And then over on Twitch, already had a hype train, I think. Or close to one, either way. Sizen, Marcon, thank you both for your resubs. Both 8 months resubs. Cool. Beers and Party, thank you. Well, actually, no Beers and Party because it didn't work. Johnny, thank you for your 25 stream streak. Deacon, Sandman, Dendra, Soldner, Gallo, Owned, Jones, Mighty Steed, Rhino, Quantum Kit, City Gamer, Sizen over there as well. What was that? Apparently I've purchased something from Apple. Marcon, of course, Les, Trino, Jackal. Hang on, did I say Jackal? I don't think I did. I'm tired. I'm losing my mind. Magistrate, Johnny, JKT, Neptune, Carl, Zero. I almost skipped you guys there. Blamsmith, Azrinth, GN Suck, Deeds, Meta, Ex Officio. Yeah, the fix didn't work or I didn't do it. Which is the most likeliest? Deacon handing out a gift sub to Soldner. 3-month gift sub. Holy moly. That's going to keep him around for a while. Thank you, Deacon and Soldner. Enjoy, my friend. Exodus 07. Beers and Party. We can do them manually, can't we? And Manape. Thank you also for becoming a channel member over on YouTube. Much appreciated. Here's some Beers and Party for you over there. There we are. And then over on Twitch, Mickle, how you doing? Some Beers and Party there as well. There we go. The Other Bud, how you doing? Thank you for following. Welcome. So, what's been going on? Friday, the patch came along. Boy, was it a pretty impressive patch. Although, I will say, I think it's mostly waiting for server errors to finish than actually playing. And I tried to play the other day. And, you know, stupidly, I took on a mission that sent me like 60 gigameters, whatever it's called. And then another one to take me back. So I ended up, during Quantum Travel, sitting in a server error for the most part, and then I ended up just quitting out of it because I couldn't be bothered. But, my goodness, what a load of stuff in 4.7. If you've seen my video on it, you'll know what I'm talking about. There is so much going on, and it's not, you know, crafting alone was, like, impressive. Although, there are limitations. From what we've... I don't know what live is going to be like for crafting, but currently in the PTU, for the Evocati, there are only 41 blueprints, aside from ones that you can earn via missions, which there seems to be quite a few of those from what I've heard, but there's a 25% chance that you'll earn them by doing a mission. Certain missions. But yeah, mostly, all of them are either weapons, FPS weapons, or armor. So there's nothing else at the moment that can be crafted or dismantled, aside from FPS weapons and armor. And it's a good chunk of them, don't get me wrong. There's, you know, a lot of the armors and weapons are in there, but it's not everything. Nor is it ship weapons, as we know, but not ship components. There are no consumables, ammo, that kind of stuff. That will likely get added as time goes on. So it's a bit of a shame, But it should still keep our org very busy with trying to equip, especially our Space Marines and just our general crew. Yeah, why not 42? just stick another one in. Just go to the effort. It'll keep us all very busy with gathering, big changes to gathering, refining, and crafting. Yeah, this patch, Dendra. So there's new radars. That's one thing that are specific to role, and they offer differences in performance and things like aim assist, detection ranges. They're all very different between themselves based on whether you're doing something industrial or combat. The biggest change really is the armor penetration values and how. I mean, it's all very much being tested. I don't know whether all those values make sense. Off the on the page it doesn't look like it does because you've got size 5 weapons that can penetrate through armor, which to me is a bit like, should that be the case? I don't know. But we're moving more to where it needs to be, where basically small fighters cannot not one shot, but take down Solo and Idris, which should just never be the case. Hawk, how you doing? It requires ships for specific purposes. If you're taking on a capital ship and only a capital ship, you want a ship that can hit hard and penetrate the armor and so forth. If they bring fighters along, you want fighters to counteract the fighters, or a hammerhead, for example, to counteract the fighters. So it's kind of leading into more reason and purpose behind bringing any ship, like these fighter ships and so forth. You're not going to be taken. They're not going to be your daily drivers. They're going to come out for a mission, for a specific purpose, and then they're going to sit and wait until that mission until you have another purpose for them. Not that you're going to be sitting on them forever, but you know what I mean. Never see you on the radar. Solder is all mysterious. A lot of engineering stuff coming in as well, which is great. So updating to live support shields and so forth, just pushing that a little further as well, because I'm very happy that they're not sitting on that and putting it on the back burner until later. Again, with crafting, we'll probably see continuous blueprints being added as well. Loki J, how you doing? Welcome. Well, this is an old throwback video, don't worry. Belfin, good morning. Ares, having an actual purpose, finally. Not that I even own one, but this is, all these people ranting and raving. I get it. I get people, buy these ships to fill the purpose they're designed for, and now we're going to start seeing that actually making a difference. So they've changed the damage profiles, and so basically sizes 1 through 5 or 6, I can't remember, but definitely 1 through 5 for like ballistic weapons cannot penetrate armor on ships like the Perseus, I suppose the Polaris, the Idris. Whether or not that's all as it should be, I don't know. Like, maybe size 5 should. But yes, size matters now. Okay, there you go. Deplorable, how you doing? Welcome. Stinger meta. What's the Stinger's loadout? At least loadouts will be a choice. Yes. Slow-moving, hard-hitting to penetrate armor. Yeah, and also energy weapons will take shields down a little better now, so there is a tactic there. If you want to take out a ship, a big ship, because once the armor's gone, certain weapons of certain sizes can penetrate the hull. So ideally, you'll be taking shields down that are protecting the power plant, protecting shield generator, protecting certain components that you want to engage in. Fighters could, as provided the shields aren't up, take on turrets, PDCs. They can be effective against capital ships, but they're not going to stop a capital ship. It requires a lot more than that. Bear Normal, how you doing? Apoc, welcome. Snubber, how you doing? Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Red Rolled, welcome. I'm doing great, thank you. Are you? So, it's also... So, as Apoc's saying there, size 5 Gatlings can't penetrate a Perseus, but a size 1 cannon can. Provided there's no armor, correct? As in, the armor has to have been gone. See, there's so much information here that there is definitely going to be something out of whack that we will need to figure out, right? How you doing? Nice. Yes, this is from 2016, I believe, mate. Hack, how you doing? The root problem of large ships can't shoot a light fighter effectively. No, they're not supposed to. I think they should make these changes, but also make a large ship more lethal to... Well, no, the intention of a large ship isn't necessarily to fight small ships. They're there for taking out bigger ships. That's not to say turrets, PDCs, and so forth can't engage smaller ships. Absolutely they can. And that is a good, you know, that's why they have lots of turrets and so forth for varying roles. A lot of that isn't just based on allowing a big ship to engage a large ship. It's more about the turrets, making sure that the turrets can move fast enough to track ships, you know, light ships. This is the thing. It's a very big balance there. And large ships are designed for taking on large ships and doing larger jobs, but that's not to say they can't defend against them. But that's why you bring light fighters or medium fighters to take on the light fighters flying around. Crazy Space Viking, how you doing? Nice to see you, mate. Are you well? And Snubber, welcome. Thank you so much, my friend. Much appreciated. I certainly hope to. Warper, welcome. I honestly can't wait for the armor changes. Me and five others in a Perseus are getting tired of one shot. Yes, there's so much going on. I mean, don't get me wrong. An Idris railgun should do a lot of damage, but it shouldn't completely take out a Perseus. Mighty Steed, how you doing? Do you own one? Yeah, so it's all about alpha damage. I will be looking forward to your report on it, APOC, after you've thoroughly gone through all the stats and tested everything, which we'll hopefully be doing together, but there's a lot to get our head around here. And like I say, it's not all going to be accurate. There's a lot of moving parts. It'll all need dealing with and figuring out, but it gives the org a lot to think about when it comes to any operation that we're doing, making sure that we have vehicles available for every contingency. Slip, how you doing? Welcome. If your bullet does insert damage gate here, damage per bullet, it does damage. If it does under the damage per bullet, it does nothing. Thank you. Didn't the lock... So, I don't know about the lock range, but I know, yeah, pips, the radars, that's something that needs to be tested as well, is radars, size 1 radars, for example, will have a pip range of 1 kilometer. So basically, within 1 kilometer, you will see your pips. Size 2 radars will have a range of about 1.8, and then I think for size 3 it's 1.8 and plus to a certain level. So combat is getting tighter again, which is kind of the intention of what Chris wants with space combat, is not extremely long-range engagements where you can't really see what's going on, you're just firing at UI. They want it to be more like a dogfight in space. Personally, I'm like this. I love simulators, I love the realism, but I've played Hellion, and that was a nightmare just flying, so I'm kind of okay with this idea. And then obviously atmospheric combat will be somewhat similar, but without 6 degrees of freedom. Or, you know, like different movement options. The Hammerhead is there to be basically to engage, is it light, medium, maybe heavy fighters, to protect the fleet from the onslaught of fighting, you know, fighters. So, and now that it's going to have its gold standard, it's got armor as well, it is going to be a beast. Yo, Noctil, how you doing? You've been a backer since 2012. What's your UEE number? And you're looking forward... Is that when you're planning to sort of maybe step back into it? Welcome, by the way. Sergeant, thank you for the follow. Compare that to the alpha damage of weapons, and you can see what will penetrate. Keep in mind that armor degrades and damage lowers the alpha required to penetrate. Yeah, so once the armor is sort of lowered, then... But now we know energy weapons will reduce shields more effectively. So, yeah. There's a lot of good things to it. There's a lot of, like, is this going to work properly? But we'll have to see. The unfortunate part is that turrets currently transfer damage to the hull when dead. The hull still transfers to the power. Yeah, that's an engineering update that we need desperately, is to stop just power plants just immediately being the one to take damage when things are lowered. I'm not playing, Sergeant. This is an old video, mate, of... basically procedural planets from 2016. Valicor, how you doing? Thank you so much for the 40-month. Beers and party, please. 72,000, very nice. Yeah, hopefully, it's if you've not played for like 2 years, you're probably going to see some good stuff there. Well, at the end of the day, bullet ricochet is something that we will see as well. Angle and so forth will have a big part to play on it. Also, calibers. That is something that's coming to ship weapons. I don't know when, but it was mentioned in the monthly report recently, where caliber will have an impact. So there's that to think about. And remember, all of these changes are, in a way, CIG's best guess at what Maelstrom, their physical damage simulation, will do when that is ready to release. Of course, they've got a lot of data from Squadron, so they can kind of see how it's supposed to function. So I don't think it's going to be way out of whack, but this is a temporary thing with a lot more balancing, I'm sure, until Maelstrom comes in and just does it in a simulation style without, them having to dial all the numbers. White, how you doing? Welcome. Lucas, welcome. Not me playing, mate. Not me playing. It's an old video. Shadow, welcome. Now ships like the Ares, the Paladin, the Vanguard will have a more important role. Yes, and bigger ships won't just get constantly taken down by light fighters. Light fighters aren't designed to take on big ships. It's not how it works. What's wrong with this video? It's a great video. Is there visual confirmation that your weapons aren't down? Yes, there is. Apparently, whether this is final or if it's just, how it's working, you don't get, what was it? Oh, hang on, I need to read it. I can't remember what it says. There is a specific, you don't get a hit marker. And something else as well. Someone will probably get to it before I even find the information. So... where is it? I think I've missed it. Has anyone got to it yet? Come on, people. You're usually quicker than I am. Armor... I can't remember where I saw it. Apoc, you remember what it said, didn't you, about if you're not doing any damage because your weapon isn't big enough to do damage. There's no hit markers, there's no what is it now? Someone will remember. Haken, how you doing? 1-6, welcome. I get that light fighters are not designed to take out the cap ships, but if that's the cast, they should keep the cap ships out of atmosphere. No, not necessarily. Why? Reeb, how you doing? This is an old video from 2016 showing off their procedural planet tech. The PDCs are there to intercept incoming ordnance more than anything, prioritize ordnance, and then they prioritize fighters after that one. Light fighters are still a threat. They can take out turrets, they can take out defenses. Once the capital ship's shields are down and the armor's taken out, they can penetrate and take out components. But in order to get to that place, to make them capable, they need to be taken out. And, the shields need to be taken out. Also, if other people are bringing light fighters, that can do damage to other ships. So it's about generating a reason for everything. And as I say, there may be some outliers there that need to be addressed to make sure that every ship has its place. Well, technically, 20 to... it depends on, how many... I suppose the size of the... At the end of the day, it's... If you bring a light fighter that has size 3 weapons, it could be as effective as firing a pistol at a tank, right? You're not expected 20 people with pistols firing at a tank to destroy a tank. It's more that you need different calibers, armor-penetrating weapons, potentially, or ammunition. shields to be taken down to then make those more effective because the armor is still there. You take the armor off, then you're just left with a hull. That, you know, penetration can work. Joshua, how you doing? Welcome. G-Sharp, welcome. Direct, welcome. I think we might need a bit more disruption at play with these updates. Ships set up to take down shields, then a disruptor ship come in, and then you can get the cannon ships to come in and finish the... Yeah, there's going to be actual tactics. But again, each fight that you come up against, like for example, the amount of times we've gone out as an org and we have whatever fleet, sometimes we have too many ships, sometimes we have just enough. Very rarely we're caught off guard, but that means, you know, balancing that, how much is this going to cost us versus how much security do we need. And every time we've come into a contact with a hostile player or an org, there's varying situations and varying vehicles that we come up against. And everything we take with us isn't necessarily going to be effective from now on. We're going to need to think about what we're taking because we don't know what we're facing off against. Maybe even bring in support ships inside ships, like light fighters. We'll keep them inside the Idris. If we need them, we can bring them out. But if not, we can keep slugging it away with the bigger ships. If they bring light fighters, then we need to concentrate on them as well. Yo, Desmo, how you doing? Well, it's about finding that realism, bringing it back to fun, irrespective, right? It's about making... It's that as well as balancing to make sure that there isn't anything that's too overpowered. Gene, how you doing? Feudal, welcome. Yes, ammo and types, that'll have a big part to play in it as well. Yeah, as Apoc says, fighters can be effective against capital ships, provided you have either the right loadout, you've maybe reduced the armor first, taken out the shields. It's about averages as well. What's the averaging, you know, encounter supposed to be like? Why is it skipping so much? Yeah, exactly. As Apoc says there, this change doesn't stop fighters from hurting big ships, it just stops fighters from equipping meta, kill anything easily loadouts. And it'll definitely not be done. There'll definitely be more that needs to be done. No, the game should be fine, Gene. The main part is once engineering is balanced out for large ships and cats, I could see this change being good, but without that engineering rebalance, the gun rebalance is kind of awful. No, I think it's necessary right now, but it does go hand in hand with engineering. There needs to be that kind of connection between the damage you're doing externally to hit internal components, and I think it's all right where it is. I think we certainly need that whole, the power plant just takes all the damage to be more accurate to, you know, where the damage is coming in. Sweetheart, good morning. How you doing? And this is where having capital ships is going to be useful for smaller ships, because you can go out, like there might be a situation where there's a lot of light fighters. Send out some light fighters, medium fighters. Then a capital ship comes up, and you have to come in and swap out that loadout, and you can hot swap while you're in the hangar and get it back out again, or bring different fighters. It's just adding so much more to the overall combat arena, giving more ships more of a purpose, a genuine purpose. And giving everything a place to be a part of it all, depending on what you're going up against. Swearing, Tuber, good morning. Albright, welcome. Yeah, it's this video again. So anyway, yeah, so the patch that they dropped on Friday, they actually wanted to bring that out to Wave 1 Friday evening if all went well, but it didn't. There was a lot of server errors, so they've held on to it over the weekend. So I'm hoping that they now have some fixes for these server errors over the weekend. And for the patch, if it comes tonight, will be an Evocati to start with, for sure. And then hopefully, if all goes well, release it to Wave 1 later this evening, which is probably going to be way into the night when I'm asleep. But that means, you know, Tuesday morning for us in the UK, we can be back on it. Passerby, how you doing? Yeah, it sounds good. It's at the moment, the Evocati build isn't really in the best state because there's a lot of server errors. There's not a great deal you can do without having to sit in a server error for like 20 minutes. But, Josh, you were in a server error for over an hour, weren't you? And then you were like, I'm quitting. Yes, the changes are logical. It's just whether or not they actually hit right with everything else and if, you know, more tuning is needed. You meant the engineering, since people can still easily solo capitals, that it doesn't take a lot of effort to run them. No, that's true. Yeah, we still need a lot more reason to having a dedicated engineer to, you know, to doing things. Turrets are more important though, especially well, not necessarily if the fighters aren't as capable these days, but we'll see. The problem was, as much as there is a bit of cap meta with, say, the Idris, the light fighter meta has been worse. The light fighter stuff has just been destroying the sort of the overall combat arena, and they all need to stay in their lane. Vehicles need to stay in their lane, so that there are reasons to each. And this is what this is about. This is all about the armist, you know, trying to balance things to make sure that vehicles have their purpose. They're not OP, they're not underpowered. Yo, Viral Flu, how you do? Definitely inspired by Dune. There's no two ways about that. Thunderwolf, yes it is. It's not the Javelin wreck that we have on Daymar though. The Fleiser, I think that one is actually. Oh, can you imagine what 4.8 is going to be like if this is what 4.7 is going to be like? Flood, how you doing? It'll be interesting to see how these pips affect things. Same with the whole, you know, size 5 can't do damage and pips at 1 kilometer. I don't know if that's the right thing or the wrong thing until I actually try it and see how it feels, see how that affects everything else. They need to look at all the data that's coming in and see what happens. Go into it with an open mind, of course. Let's not just assume that, oh no, I preferred engaging at a higher range. Now I can't. This must mean that it sucks. It's all about things moving more to where it needs to be. But yeah, whether it's right or not, we don't know until we get to actually test it. And it takes longer than just one PTU patch to test it, which is why I wish they wouldn't keep changing things so dramatically. Like changing things back so dramatically just because a small subsidiary of people on Spectrum go mental. Call sign, how you doing? Thank you for the follow. Burkaroo, thank you so much for the 6 months. It no longer works for Shadowplay. Is that because of easy anti-cheat? Are they going to change that, I wonder? What would be in 4.8? I wouldn't be surprised if refueling missions and ship comes in. Hopefully refining, that would be cool. Maybe some more signature system updates, especially now that we've got the radars. Peanut, welcome. No Franks, welcome. Yes, Ares getting its mojo back, absolutely. Yes, I am. I actually didn't realize how. You know, crafting in 4.7 was a big deal. Is a big deal. Everything else is. I didn't think it was going to be as influential, but you know, the radars and engineering stuff and armors and damage profiles and yeah, it's all very big. Exactly, Flood. Yep. Nasty B, how you doing? This is not playable in-game, Passerby. This is a video, mate. Deplorable, welcome. Well, that's true. It may, you know, 4.8 isn't necessarily going to be just as packed. We don't know. It could be. It feels like they're really wanting to ramp up pushing out some of these features, but hopefully it doesn't completely destroy what we have in the meantime. Anyway, I'm going to jump in. We are doing some off-grid. Me, Tony, and A-Buck. And I think the org trade Idris, the Roland, is flying around from. We're trying a new technique of not constantly moving trade Idris, but a roving caravan of a trade Idris, where it can stop off at certain places and allow people to come and trade, and then it moves on again and then stops off again. So keep an eye out for that one. No matter how you're doing, yes, the usual. Apocopedia? Apocalypse? It just keeps it simple if I say APOC. People know who I'm talking about, right? The Roland is leaving in an hour-ish. Thank you, Solnut. Damage, welcome. So yeah, a really cool test. I'll just wait. Let me just wait for this to optimize the shaders so we're not dealing with any issues there. Is that paused? No, it's not. No, it is. Where's my mouse? Why can't I see my mouse cursor? That's brilliant. Oh, no, let's turn that on. Oh, no, how do I turn it off? I can't see my mouse cursor. Anyone know why I can't see my mouse cursor? Have I accidentally turned it off? Do we know if there's a way of turning it back on again? Hopefully tonight for Wave 1. Bear, but nothing has been said. Yeah, does anybody know how to turn the cursors back on? For some reason, I don't have one. Oops. One of the things that should be fixed in 76. 1976. Press F twice. No, it's not. I don't think it's a Star Citizen game. A Star Citizen issue. No, F keys aren't doing anything. What the frig? How am I supposed to stream if I can't see my cat? I might accidentally stop. Let me just try and get the game. Come on. Where's the flipping game now? There it is. That took its time. Yeah, we'll just let the shaders do its thing. Left Alt Tab. No, it's still not showing it. I haven't updated my driver though, so it shouldn't be affected by that. Yo, Joe, how are you doing? Spencer, welcome. This armor change will also help solo players like me be less worried about every ship. Yes, essentially, yeah. You won't just get completely destroyed by every fighter that comes along if you're in, especially if you're in a big ship. Although it will, I'm sure, depend on the armor of that ship. All right. Oh, what is going on? You can see it. No, you can see. What you can see is where my marker is, but it's not actually showing the marker. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Why can you see it, but I can't? Is it something to do with the settings on OBS? Yeah, why can you guys see it on screen sometimes, but not like it's gone again? There it is. Joe Jinxie, yeah, when I look away. Empty welcome. It's there, but I can't see it on my screen. Maybe I should quit out of Star Citizen and see if it comes back. I'll let the shaders do its thing, and then I'll see if I can figure it out. Yo, Topper. Well, all ships have armor. Every ship has armor, from what I understand. That's, you know, you can see it on your ships. Well, not every ship has the engineering panel, but you can see it in the top corner. And it sort of depletes as things happen. No, I haven't tested the disruptor weapons. The what do you call it? The can't think of the term for them now. Yeah, I've been tabbing in and out. It's not done anything. No, stream hasn't started later. I think there has been. Have you guys changed your clocks in the US? I think we should be able to use Armor boost on planets, not just in space. Armor boost. I don't think we should be able to boost our armor. I think we should be able to boost maybe our shields, but armor is a physical, you know, thick metal. We should be able to just boost the properties of a metal in that sense. I think it should be, you know, based on the actual physicality of that metal. And again, it's, you know, you might get when we get Maelstrom, it'll be location based. So if you hit an area, that piece of armor in that area may deplete, but everywhere else it should remain good, you know. So it went back on Sunday. Yeah, ours will be changing in a couple of weeks, and if you've already gone back. Yo, Ice Viper. Yes, I've noticed the voice channel on our Discord. I've been saying for a while how cool it is to see almost like a 24-hour time period where people in the org are playing together. So that when people jump into the stream and they say, you know, they're interested in joining the org, what's your org's time zone? And technically, we don't necessarily have one. Because there are people from all over the world that when one person logs out, someone else logs in. And there has been a chat voice channel open in the org Discord for 85 hours. Which is crazy. I'm just making sure before I start. Did I pin that? Why did I pin that? That's me accidentally. Hang on, I need to unpin that. Can you unpin that for me, please? Because I don't know where my cursor is. I have to click something to find out where it is. Wombleismo, how you doing? Which is dangerous. Thank you. The SM Bog. We're 31% through. Let's switch back to... Oh man, where's the cursor? Once the shaders have optimized, I'm going to leave the game, see if my cursor comes back, and then rejoin the game. I don't know why it's disappearing on me. But I need to just bring in the window capture. So I need to hide the game capture. Where's my cursor? Bring in the window capture. There it is. Keep that going for now. While I wait for the shaders to optimize. Because we're at 30%, and you'll all just be sat there watching it optimize. Cup of Jack, thank you so much for the 2-month resub. Beers and patty, please. Thank you, sir. How you doing? Virtual mouse cursor. I've never even heard of that. Well, we don't know about shield boost. We don't technically have a shield boost at the moment. Yes, at the moment, more power pips to shields give you stronger shields. But we used to have... what was it called? Was it overclocking? I think it might have been. I can't remember, but we used to have an option to do that, where we could overclock the shields. And I wouldn't be surprised if something like that comes back, but... At the moment, we don't have the option. Yes, a crafting system for upgrading metal armor... Again, quality. Like when it comes to crafting ships, there will be an armor value where you will want to get the best whatever material that goes into that is, and the highest quality armor, you know, resource that you find. Like let's say it's iron, which is unlikely, but let's say it's iron. You get the best quality iron, and you add that to the crafting recipe, so that your ship comes out with the strongest armor. Like, that will certainly be a part of the whole crafting ships system. Yeah, thank you, Topper. A very active org. And this is before 4.7 has come. What's going on with the flipping screen now? There he is. 4.7 is going to absolutely create a continuous 24 hours play session. There will be, as an org, we'll be handing off our projects to other people. Absolutely going to continue on like that, I reckon. Hell Reaper, how you doing? Welcome. Sorry, Ice. Yeah. Face hardening. Yeah, there's definitely things they could do, isn't there? I guess. going to that 500 player meetup? No, I'm not. No. I don't even know when it is. I think some shields should come with a card slot where you can use the overclock cards. Maybe. I mean, it could be part of the emitters. You could get emitters that overclock. It'll be a case-by-case thing with trade-offs, of course, based on the vehicle you're using and the items that you're putting in. But, yeah, there's a lot of scope going on here. There's a lot of scope for these variations when it comes to combat, engineering, you know, power pips and so forth. They're adding... Welcome, Just Feral. What elite features are they adding? At the end of the day, Star Citizen... The reason why I very rarely play other games is because Star Citizen kind of offers everything I need in one game. Come on, what is happening? Is it my internet? Let's go down to... Oh, my cursor's back. Oh, flipping heck, I've got it. Happy days. It's back. I'm fine with that now. I've got a cursor. I don't know why that happened. I think some shields should... Sorry, I just read that one. Overclock shields. Toss in a canister of dilithium, uranium, something, and hope the generator doesn't blow up. Well, component overclocking is supposed to be a thing. That's one of the, you know, the super collider that comes with the... Well, it doesn't come with the Endeavour. You got to buy that extra. But that has an option to overclock components. It's like... I mean, I don't know if they're still going to do that. I assume they will, but they could change that. We'll see. Well, yeah, plenty of options. Game engine dependent, but they are, you know, they're making this engine bespoke for what Star Citizen needs. So there's a whole slew of things they could do, and the tools they're making. Ooh, exciting times. Are you joining, passerby? Oh, thank you, sir. I will be sure to accept you when. Let me do it now. We're at 65%, by the way. We're getting there. And, you know, best news is I have my cursor back, so I'm very happy with that. What is happening here? I don't know why. My internet must just be having a bit of a brain fart. There we go. Right. Org. There we are. Oh, talking of VR, if you're using PIMAX, it now supports OpenXR, and you don't need to use Steam VR anymore. Which I don't know what's best or why I would switch, but I will certainly look into testing it and seeing if it's better. You haven't applied. Get out of here, hiphold. Get a real job. Can I say that? Is that fair? Love the new ship update video. Devil Dog, thank you, sir. You have been looking for someone who could confirm the Kraken will have a med bay. Yes, I can't remember when they mentioned that, but it has been mentioned, and that's cool information. It doesn't have feelings. That's true. In this economy, yeah. Yeah. Let me tell someone to get a real job. For years, my mum was like, there's a job come up here. I'm like, I've got a job. In fact, I have two. I was doing 2 things. 3 things, in fact. Odd question, Wooty. Do you have a playlist that you use? Yes, I do, for the background videos. It's a playlist that I have put together over years and years and years of just fine. And it's not perfect. There are certain videos in it that I should remove. There are still some videos that I probably should add. But it's just one that I have used. I just click it and play. It's a bit of a mess, though, like all of my playlists. 86%, we're almost there. You're trying to keep a few friends fed and housed and able to find work. Yeah, if you work and get paid, it's a job. I'd rather be doing this than what I was doing previously, so, you know, it pays the bills. There's probably quite a few. Yeah, 100-odd videos. 94%. All right, I'm going to stop that. We're going to go back to game capture. I have this available now. My cursor is available, so we don't have to relaunch. I can't believe how long it takes to optimize shaders. It's the craziest thing. I'm sure over time it'll reduce, but yeah. Oh, talking of loading screens. The latest loading screen, which I cannot remember what I'm going to mention or talk about. Hang on. Talks about land grabs on Nix 1. Now, technically, the terraforming of Nix 1, in law, has been going on for about 2 years now, I think it was said. And in order for CIG to test their Genesis Planet Tech, which also has starcitech, their sort of point of interest distribution tool, they will certainly be using it to populate Nix 1 with varying points of interest. Rather than it being, you know, a newly terraformed place that shouldn't technically have a lot of settlements, it will have some. How many it has, I don't know. But it's kind of, it seems like an interesting way to get around that whole idea. Hello, do you hear me, guys? Hello?
Did you start it as admin?
I thought I did, but maybe not. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, then I didn't start it as admin. Admin. I'll see you in a minute. Oh. I'm sure I did. I swear I opened that as admin. It's quite hard to say that, if I'm honest. So, Discord, run as administrator. Discord is only just fulfilling what we need for our org stuff. It is only just. Alright, let me try that again. Let me join again. There we are. Alright, do you hear me now?
Yep.
Oh, thank goodness. There was a slight delay in your response, and I thought it was still bugging. Right. Let's get cracking. Weird stream of conscious thinking thing, but in terms of diverse gameplay...
for a second. You can hear Deacon, right?
No, I can't. But we always have this issue, and then suddenly...
Deacon, restart it.
Yeah, I can only hear you, APOC. Do you think there would be a space for trucking type
I don't know why it does
gameplay?
Testing.
I hear you. Yes, we will get roads. There will be a reason for that. They're not likely going to be like across.
So weird.
Oh right, in terms of Discord channel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, weird. But yeah, it won't be like, you know, trucking across a long surface of a planet. But there may be areas that are just too dangerous to fly. That will require resources moved around on the planet's surface. Roads will be a thing. We just don't know when. And I guess with your own settlements, depending on how big they are, they'll have roads as well. All right, what's our plan today? I can't remember where we left off. Let me check the cargo hold. Oh, I might need my helmet and things.
Check your money.
Oh yeah, 29, nearly 30 mil. How much is the Karak? Please say 25.
Don't remember.
Was it about 25 or is it more like 32? Because we're not that far off. We sold. What did we sell again? What, the sample, wasn't it?
Yes. The Carrack is 34.4 mil.
Oh jeez. All right. I knew we should have charged more. Well, we've got a bit more work to do, but we're not far off.
I have 2.2 mil on this character right now.
How much you got, Deacon? Probably nowhere near.
2,800.
You've been spending.
No, I haven't. I haven't gotten any.
No, fair point. I think it's all been going in my pocket. So, yeah, we've still got a bit of work to do. I'll take stock of what we've got on board and see if there's anything we can technically sell. But, yeah, it might not be today that we get the Karak. They better not, CIG better not come around with this targeted wipe and get rid of any of that. I do question where Nexus gets his cash from.
Maybe say out loud what you got in what we got in stock. Maybe somebody wants to buy it.
Yeah, good idea. I think we picked up. We didn't drop anything back off at our space station inventory, did we?
Only components.
Okay. Yeah,
The
there's a lot
FPS
of...
stuff from last time should be in the boxes.
Okay, let's have a
Probably
look then.
various boxes.
Well, we've got a lot of RMC. Wrong button. Contracted tungsten, quite a bit of that. And some contracted souvenirs, and then, yeah, a bunch of components. That backpack that you held on to all the way out of. Or is it ASD, Onyx? And then we have all this to sell as well. If anybody wants any of it, by all means make an offer and so forth. A few helmets, a few gherkins or pickles, if pickles are your thing. What could be a good way to get us up to the amount we need?
So we're at like 31.5 mil right now.
Yeah, technically, we don't want to be leaving ourselves with 0, although I don't think it'll matter too much, because we can easily top up, can't we? I don't know, actually, at the moment. We might be in... I think we're in... Stanton.
Also, we shouldn't buy that carrot until after the patch.
Yeah,
because
true.
it might go poof if we buy it before.
Yeah, that would be the worst.
That
Off topic,
would
can't wait to
stink.
get back into Star Citizen after 2 years. Old PC went kablooey, and I recently saved up enough to replace the replacement poop machine. You're on now. Then it's off-grid living. Excited. Where are you going to live? Slowly, Nyx is becoming a bit more of an off-grid paradise. The only downside is we don't have a planet. That's what we really need. But we do have a lot more points of interest, a lot more missions. Provided you don't mind living at Levski, which is essentially off-grid. You know, you are actually off-grid by living in, Levski. But it's not quite how I like to do it.
In 4.7, those people's service stations in Nyx are brilliant.
I never got to go in one. When I got to one, it wouldn't spawn in. The locations look cool with all the asteroids, but the door wasn't there, and then I server errored for about 20 minutes. The Corbeil, have we got the
I've been
Corbeil
inside
fuel?
one of them. They're slightly bigger than I thought they were inside, but the layout is fantastic.
Because did they look like clean versions of Pyro from what I've heard? Stations. How much do you want to pay for it, Feudal?
Visually, it's more like being inside Levski, just
3
on a
million?
smaller scale.
Oh, wow, okay. Oh, I bet that's kind of cool. Decontrolling it. Yeah, he's
They've
the
got
big
windows, clinic, store,
spender. Sitness,
tabs, all on one level.
Nice. I tried to get to one, but I couldn't, unfortunately. Tony, you're parking a bit far away there, mate. Why are you all...
Don't mention it.
Collecting his misadventures.
Shh.
What are you two doing?
Nothing.
Ooh, almost landed right on the little Aurora. I am in love with the Aurora again.
I would never.
Well, the Intrepid and the Aurora, two great vehicles in my opinion. And with these new delivery missions getting updated, where what is it? The courier missions are all one-handed, two-handed boxes like the 1.8, and then delivery missions are no more than 1 SEU boxes at a time, but up to 6.
Yes.
So you
6
can
SU
actually use it.
is the sweet spot.
And it's all in 1 SEU boxes. So the Intrepid can do it. You're not going to get, oh dear, here is a 4 SEU box and I can't throw it in there.
Yeah.
I just can't
Same with
wait
the
to
Aurora.
see the Mark II Aurora. Really
yeah.
looking forward to
The
see what they
SE.
do with it.
Special edition? Maybe?
If that teaser shot was the Mark II, it's got a nearly identical cockpit.
Yeah, it does look like it, doesn't it? And I'm guessing it's going to have the Scorpius wings, is my assumption. You're not going to pay 3 million.
Jared's been teasing it, there's a good chance.
Yeah, and I think it'll look cool. It'll definitely look like a good step up of the Aurora, but the original will be my love child.
Yeah. I've got my Aurora Mark 1 CL for my main account now as well.
Oh, you pressed it
Apparently
too
I
early.
don't get to... Oh, no, I do. Okay, it's fine.
Woof. All right, where are we going then? What can we do? I think Feudal wants to buy our Corbeil helmet for 3 million. He said not 3 million. How much are you going to pay, Feudal? You having a giraffe? How much would you pay for a giraffe? Out of interest. You discovered radioactive storms on Pyro 1 over the week. Oh, is it the first time you've seen them? Yeah, when they start spreading to other areas, I suppose when Genesis comes along, we may see better weather.
Do we have a giraffe?
No, unfortunately not, but I reckon if we look hard enough, we might be able to find one.
Maybe in your back pocket?
Oh, yeah. Here it is. I was hoping that was the square one, but it's not. What is the Corbel helmet worth to you, Feudal? Honestly, whatever you're happy to pay for it, mate. Well, not necessarily whatever you're happy. We still need to strike a deal, but I do understand 3 million is probably a little excessive. Feels silly, but I am looking forward to the delivery missions the most. In all honesty, the missions are getting more and more diverse with a lot of nice options and reputation gains. So there's more to be earned there. Crafting blueprints as well to be earned. Yes, the Aurora super expensive. I do feel like my off-grid character may start doing a few of these little missions here and there just to kind of make ends meet, you know? Planning on starting in Stanton for a bit, earn some stuff, and ultimately become a belter loader. Or living in space, living in Nyx. Would you consider hiring a Merc crew during the... Technically, no, not really. I don't think we're ever... If there's a... We did once, you know, call in the Org, which technically we shouldn't have, but I know how bloodthirsty the Flyboys are in the Org, so I figured we might as well give them something to go for. But yeah, as time goes on, I can see potential for more interactions with the OGA and so forth.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you see weapons on the top turrets by any chance?
Let me have a look. No.
Pretty sure we had guns up there, didn't we?
What on earth? Yeah. They're both missing.
Didn't we have breaknecks? Oh,
Yes.
he reclaimed his ship.
No, when?
What I told you about... What did I tell you about the ballista when you took off the missiles after it's been reclaimed? Poof.
Shit. Will they be back in our inventory, do you think?
Nope.
Yeah, we'll just pretend we got robbed then. So we need weapons.
Well, we found them. But
I mean, we
We need guns.
Yeah, did we actually get rid of the originals, or did we store them? Because
No,
we have some at the space station, don't we?
I think we stored them.
Let's go and get
That's one.
something on it, just so we've got something. Damn it! Of course, Spencer. Yeah. Any questions, guys? Ask away. We were robbed.
So no more looting default weapons then.
Yeah, that's annoying. You're gonna rob us as well. It was the system security force. Yes, we dialed 911. Absolutely. And then they came in and completely flipped the Polaris. They literally flipped the bird. Lance, welcome, by the way. Oh, I can't remember the Life of Brian haggling scene. What's that go like? Yeah, NPC interactions will be so nice. To me, I'm not overly fussed about it, but to stop them feeling like NPCs, that would be good. It'll be interesting. Oh, Molina ventilate. Do we want those? Are they worth anything?
Nope.
No? Okay, fine.
Event cargo, no value.
Bah. Flipping everywhere. What's
yeah.
that over there?
Lots of dead hull seas.
There's a
APOC feels the pain.
Hornet over there. Mark II Hornet by the looks of things. I don't know if it's owned or occupied. PY to our 9 9 o'clock. 9, that's 3. That's it. Spin round to the left, about 90 degrees.
Oh, I see it.
I don't know if it's owned. Is it moving? Give it a ping. Let's see if it's occupied. They may have some size 3. Is it size 3s we want? Or it's 4s, isn't it?
Or
Or it will have 2 of them.
if it's an option. You've been a backer for a long time and you have a 3-5A, and I was thinking of upgrading to an arrow, but now I'm not sure with the new update. I would say if it's your only ship, you'll be better off sticking with something that is more...
It's got a pair of rhinos.
Oh, that might work, alright. All round. Where you've got a cargo bay with a 325, you've got a bed, it can do some combat missions, it can carry cargo, you can live in it. Whereas the arrow is a specific ship for a specific role. So I would certainly say stick with a 325A or upgrade to something similar if you don't want to have that one. But yeah, if you go to just a light fighter, irrespective of the changes that are coming in, it will be limiting in the gameplay that you can do. Blue Jester. The only news that we have about the PTU is that they wanted to push...
If you can afford it, I could highly recommend upgrading to the Clipper.
True. The Clipper's a cool one, but it's less combat orientated than a 325. What's the role of the 325? What is it? Cargo?
Interceptor.
Oh,
so
interceptor.
it's combat.
Yeah. There's a good options out there.
Fast, but not hugely agile.
Right.
But the Clipper has bigger guns
True.
than the 325.
But I would probably say the 325 is more effective in combat than the Clipper would be.
325 has a size 4 nose mount.
It does.
Yeah, you don't want to be... You'd prefer to take that into action. So is this game rules?
Let me double check.
Might be on here, boys. So the latest news, they wanted the last patch to go to Wave 1 on Friday night, but it didn't make it because of server errors. I wonder if we can take
the
them
shields
off.
up?
Yeah, shields are off.
Nice. I don't know if we can take the stuff off, though. Helmet check.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping tonight we will see another Evocati patch with the intention of pushing it to Wave 1 after, further tests. But until they tell us, we don't know. Do we have any military components? FR-66, JS-300, Glacier, VK-00s?
We do.
Trino's got a few million to burn, so that could set us up nicely.
We need to, you need to soft proof it, April.
Soft poof. We have our own lingo in this game. If that wing comes off, grab the gun quick. There it is. Yeah, we don't want it to... That's one. Alright. Soft poof the other wing, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Deacon stick that one on first.
Sounds good. Oh yeah, with a belter loader life with a mobile refinery. That's gonna be cool. Delivery maintenance contracts in Pyro. Yeah, absolutely. Was thinking about how you'll crew larger ships, but then I guess you might not be looking to get much bigger than the Karak if you are planning to stay in a tight-knit crew. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, there's nothing to say that we won't work with other people. Of course, there is situations where we will. We sell to other people and whatnot. That's got it. Nice one. All right, we're to the first turret, isn't it? So, never say never. We absolutely will be doing more with other people. It's just at this time, there's nothing really that would warrant that. All right, we're equipped. You can lock it up. Do we want the rest out of this ship, or is it all... Oh, it's poofed already. Oh, no, it's falling.
No. I sent it on its own demise.
Oh, that's nice. We need to...
I wish we could.
EVA salute. All right, coming back on board.
If it had physical components, we would have looted everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Is that the executive one?
No, it's an F7A, but it had full military components on it.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, we're all back on board. At least that sorts out two vehicles, two weapons. Yes, it came up as gold standard. Not gold standard. You know what I mean. Game rules.
We could still land a Trustler, see what we have of military components for sale for that guy.
We should definitely take a look at what we got and grab a couple more weapons for our turret and then grab what we need. No, it's not the Wicklow one. NVIDIA, welcome. Do you guys think that guys who like to rock out to some metal music should wear a helmet for safety? Nah, that's not very metal, is it? I like rocking out to metal music. I would sooner bang my head against something accidentally than rock out. I mean, if you've got long hair as well, where's the head banging, right?
I think the rear turret is missing too, right?
No, the turret's there, but the weapons aren't. So we'll see what we got in stock and throw some on and then strike a deal. Feudal, are you wanting the helmet? Did you see it in our inventory? Is that why you were
You
interested?
should call a hangar.
Oh shit, yeah.
No, no need.
Yeah, because we need to insure those 2 guns too.
Oh, as in saving it.
Yeah, and installing 2 other ones from the inventory.
That's true. I don't know if it's going to be... probably won't save it, will it, until we do that whole... lower it.
Or and retrieve, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let me get
Lower
out of
it, put it on the 2 we have in storage, and then save it.
Okay.
Should
Do
be
we want
good for the
hydrogen
top
fuel?
2.
I've seen some hydrogen fuel over there that we can loot.
Just regular hydrogen, and
Yeah.
generally not worth enough in the amounts that we can carry.
Alright, hangar has been requested. Anyone... Well, you won't see where it is, but I don't notice it. Ah, yeah, it's behind us. Look on my screen if you can. Just keep going right. You can see the AJ0817GD turret. We are that hangar. Watch out for these flipping boxes of hydrogen everywhere. You have 100 cryopods at a QV station in Nix. You're interested in handing these off to someone or an org. Not looking for credit. I mean, if anyone is there looking for credits, I mean, not looking for credits. I mean, by all means, you know, if anyone wants to buy them, good to get some cash for him. How much do we need for the Carrack? How much do we need for the Carrack? What are we at? 31?
31-ish. You should see it. I sent you the 2 mil.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, 31, 30, nearly 32, so we need 3 mil. Or
we need 34.3.
Okay, so 2.3 technically. We technically
almost
need
31.4.
2.3, but
or 34.4.
Don't overpay for something. I would rather sell it to you for a price that you're happy with than, you know, scam it through just, you know, everyone's got too much money. Because we may be selling some other stuff. Ah, thank you. Damn pricey ship. Alright, are you coming, APOC?
I have to if you're going to store it.
That's true. Don't want to set you down in there as well. No, there's no updates on the changes for stopping players wearing big armors. I do wonder if that's more of a Starware thing, which... Did they say they're hoping to see that come along this year, but there's still a lot to do for it? I think I've got to cover that video, but with Sean Tracy. That's my expectation, is it might come with that. But it might be more of a Squadron thing. When Squadron starts getting closer to release, they may bring that over as a bit of an update there. Alright, so do I just need to lower it? And then what?
You can lower it. You can lower it and install the other 2 guns with the VMA and then save, and that'll save all of it.
Okay.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle
Alright, going down. Yeah, salvaging makes some good money, Kota. You can sell or refine RMC, and depending on the ship you're using, that'll determine whether it's not pebbles, but rubble, pieces, or something else of construction material. Not to mention all the different things you can get. How do we find your store, Essential? What do you mean, my store? What store? Oh, Mike, welcome. The Rock DS. Is that viable these days? Alright, let's have a look.
A little look-see.
Yes. So, weapons-wise...
You should have 2 empty slots.
Yeah, we can either put... Oh, we've got 6 AD4Bs, 2 CF447s, Rhinos, and 4... Oh, no, they're in use. Oh, no, they're in use. So we've only got the AD4Bs. We've got 6 of those. Shall I put 2 of those on? Or should I put all four of these on and swap out the M6?
APOC?
Put the ADs on the turrets, not the pilot weapons.
Okay. On all turrets.
Yeah. Both of the top turrets.
Okay.
So replace the empties and then replace the rhinos.
Yeah. Okay, saved. Now if I bring it back up again, that should have them on.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle
Let me have a
has
look in
been
this
delivered to the following
freight elevator for what we've got component-wise. Rocks are still broken, are they? But the regular rock is more viable than the DS. But they also, didn't they say that they're going to cover the rock DS thing so that they're not exposed? Alright, so we have a Maelstrom, full stops. We have 3 full stops and 1 Maelstrom, it looks like. And then AD4Bs times 2 and 2 Rhino repeaters. Which isn't a great deal of stuff. I'm sure we're missing some stuff there. Unless there is some stuff on the cargo grid.
We're missing a lot.
Yeah, check the cargo
A
grid.
shit ton.
There is some stuff on there. That might be everything, but I can't remember. Oh, we don't have a store to buy things from us in game. It's just basically whatever you see, you hop in and you get it physically. Watch out for the
Mind the gap.
mind the gap.
Absolute Zero. Polar. Fortitude.
Yeah, true, Steve. We may eventually have some form of uniform. I think it'll depend on the role
SuperMax.
more so. But at the end of the day, we should still be able to wear the uniform, the outfit, the armors we want, but still have it color coordinated with logos when we get that option. But for the elite Space Marines, they might want to, it'll be location dependent really in terms of the color scheme and what the op is. We don't want people going on a stealth op with brightly colored and lit up armors.
Yeah, we're definitely missing some military components.
Shit. We didn't store them anywhere else, did we? Let's have a look in the back.
No, we didn't. We stored it here.
Wait, which way is back? Okay, this way. Yo, Intro, how you
I wonder
doing?
if it's one of
Nitro,
the
sorry.
dupe anti-measures.
Fix the guns like the C788s. What's wrong with the weapons? Not to say that there isn't anything wrong with it, I just don't know myself. I haven't heard anything about fixes for them, but I don't know what the problems were, that's all. Oh yeah, it's empty back, barring our boxes.
I could imagine them putting like a fixed number of times things could be duplicated before they go poof.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, they did bring in, didn't they, a couple of hot fixes? I wonder if it is.
Yeah.
They were bought. Oh no, I don't know. I don't know if they can track that. So if someone bought them with duped money and then we scavenge them and then they go poof, I don't know if that's how it works.
Each item has a database number, right? And that number gets duplicated every time you dupe it. And they
wipe the
could
dupes.
put in like a maximum of 5 duplicates. Anything after that disappears as soon as you put it away.
Yeah, that certainly could be the case. Yo, Match, how you doing? You don't see our inventory. You just have to have a look on screen as I'm looking in it, and it'll show you what we have. I'll let you see. Oh, explosive shells. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that is functioning yet. Wait, where's that? Oh, it's here. Okay. So this is what we currently have. That's the Corbel armor with patina, which I think Feudal, you're after that one, aren't you? We have the Pembroke.
Wasn't there something in the 2 SU boxes in the back as well, or only this one?
I don't know. Huh. You're right over there, iPod.
He's falling asleep over there. He hasn't slept for a week.
Thought I could hear him snoring.
I know.
Schmitter, how you doing? Or Smitter?
Nope, these boxes are empty.
You don't have to pay 3 million, Feudal. Yes, honestly, I was only kidding.
I guess it's back to scavenging.
I mean, Feudal's interested in this Corbel helmet. He's offering 3 million, but it feels a bit awful to do that.
He said 2. Yeah. He said 2, so let's take 2.
Yeah, we could do 2 if that, you know. But we've also got other components. Should I grab the other components out of storage?
Maybe the components, but no, they're not really super worth a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if the 788s are actually working as intended yet. There's so much testing we need to do to learn all these changes. Hopefully, that would be cool if they could, you know, make that work as well. I mean, should we take the 3 mil? He's more than happy to pay it. Go buy the carrot?
Very tempting. If he's willing to pay it. Which Corbel helmet is it?
The one that we have in the box in here. I mean, we might as well wait here if that's the case, or meet to sell.
Color.
Oh, it just says patina.
Oh, that one. Okay.
So it's probably rusted a little bit. You can.
Should we do it here at Trustler?
I think it's probably the safest option, isn't it? Yeah, if you want to friend me, Arthur_Cam, C-A-M.
No, friend Tony.
Oh, okay, friend Tony_Frost. Yeah, that's a better idea.
So he can be invited.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, you're the party leader, aren't you? So send a friend to Tony_Frost. Feudal. Thank you, mate. Oh yes, Aldno wants to buy the red P8 that we have. Was it a P8? The red P8 for 400,000, so we can sell that as well. That'll get us some good fuel.
Nice.
Friend Tony, come on down. We're at Port Tressler. Join our group, and we'll get those bits out for you, or at least allow you to go and grab them. Academy, how you doing? Welcome. Think you will ever need to have a SuperMac body double in game for security? A body double? What do you mean, like another version of myself? I mean, technically, whenever I'm playing with the org, Soldner does provide very good security. What's it called? Armed security. Just check on stuff back here, make sure those guns are being recognized. So, it looks like we're gonna go and buy this carrot then.
Yes.
Very nice. Problem detected. Wait, the guns are saying damaged. We may need to fix them. I didn't check that. They're probably not in the best condition, but that's fine. We can repair them with our tools, but maybe not in the hangar.
They're a little high up in the hangar.
Yeah. Y7 Academy. Y7 indeed. Oh, we don't need escorts in this. But it's
Oh boy.
What's up? Yo, ref.
The Carrack is only sold in Astro Armada.
Area 18? What's wrong with that?
It has a habit of not being open in this patch.
Oh, you're joking. I thought they fixed that. Is it on sale at the moment, Astro Armada? Oh, no, it's RSI ships, wasn't it?
No, there's a trick to opening the door. I know how.
Oh, okay. You don't need to... Don't send us free cash, ref. If that's what you're getting at, mate. I appreciate it, but I do love to actually make our way in the world. Although, of course, we're charging 3 million for a helmet. I can't just take free cash from people. It doesn't seem right. Worst part of the large ships is trying to fill them with people that want to play. Ooh. Are you struggling to find friends, Cameron? We, join an org. We have so many active members now, and it's just increasing and increasing as days go on, and I think when 4.7 drops, that's going to increase even more so. New players
Arthur, are you
returning
coming
on.
down to do the trade?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Oh, they got here fast. So Tony, just there, look, see his name there, Tony_Frost. So TONY_FROST, and he'll be able to invite you into the party.